So today I'm going to show you a little script so that you can add custom hierarchy icons right here to the right of an object in the scene. You can use this to display useful information about the object that you want to see at a glance. For a quick example, I want to know if a child renderer is turned on or off without needing to open up the object. It's really simple, so let's dive right in, and at the end I'll cover some common questions you might have. First, here's what the parent component looks like. It has a reference to a child object. It's just a mono behavior. Then we need our editor script, which we need to put in an editor folder. Now that we have the scaffolding set up for our editor script, let's grab an icon. So you need a path to a PNG in your project. This can be anywhere, but what I like to do is a little trick. I'll grab an icon from Unity itself, because there are plenty of nice icons that you can repurpose. So to find Unity's icons, make a sprite renderer, then click its sprite, and then click the little eye icon to show all the textures from all the packages as well. This will bring up all the available icons, and then you can note the path that it's at. But just a little recommendation, don't take an icon from a package that you're probably not going to use in most of your projects. So now that we have this path, we can use that to get our texture. So to make this class work, we need a special hook called initialize and load, which we can decorate above our class. And that's because we'll be plugging into a Unity event hook, so we want to make sure that this class is available at that time. So in the static constructor, we can then subscribe to editor application hierarchy window item on GUI. Now let's make our method. First we need to check if this instance ID is a game object, and if not, then we just skip it. Then all we have to do is query our object for whatever state we want to display with our icon. Since here we just want to know if the child renderer is on, then we'll ask the parent if the child renderer exists and if it's on. Then all that's left is drawing our texture, which we can do just like this. So I've positioned it to the right of the hierarchy, but you could put it somewhere else. So now let me cover two common questions. So one question you might have is if your hierarchy is really big, is it going to be a performance problem? And there's really no need to worry about that. If this hierarchy object isn't on screen, then there's not going to be a drawing cost, so I've never seen a performance problem from this. You might also notice here that if I don't cursor over the hierarchy, then it doesn't refresh. By design, the hierarchy doesn't redraw itself unless it knows it's dirty, so when you have a change that you want immediately reflected, all you gotta do is call this method, repaint hierarchy window. But most of the time that isn't necessary unless you need updates all the time for some reason. So that's it.